Welcome and welcome, primos, to our channel. It's Luis, one of the founders of Premium Life. Now, if you're in the market for an insurance policy, then you know how overwhelming it could be to find the right one for your needs. That's why I put together this video to give you the 5 must-know tips for finding the best term life insurance policy for you. And stick around until the end for a bonus tip that you won't want to miss. So the 5 must-know tips for finding the best term life insurance policy. Tip number 1, determine your needs. The first step in finding the best policy is to determine your coverage needs. Now, before you start shopping for insurance, you need to know what amount of coverage you need, and second, for how long. Now, when it comes to determining the right amount, there are 2 ways to determine that. The first and easiest way is to get 10 times your annual income. So for example, if you make $40,000 a year, you'll need $400,000 in coverage. Now, the second way is to use the DIME method. And DIME stands for debt, income, mortgage, expenses, and education for your children. Think about how much coverage you need to make sure your family has enough money if something happens to you. Now, by answering these questions, you can narrow down your coverage amount and you'll know what options would be the best for you and your family. Now, tip number 2, consider the length of the policy. Term life insurance policies are typically available in 10, 15, 20, and 30 years. When choosing from the different term lengths, think about the following things. Number 1, how old you are. Now, younger people might want to get a longer term to protect their family while they grow. On the other side, older people might choose a shorter term to cover specific needs, for example, like paying off a mortgage or final expense. Now, number 2, your family situation. If you have young kids, a longer term might be best to make sure that you are protected until they become adults and their education is paid off, which is important. Now, if your kids are older, then a shorter term could be a better fit. Now, number 3, financial goals. Think about your money goals like paying off a mortgage, sending your kids to college, or, super important, creating generational wealth. Choose a term that covers these needs. And number 4, budget. Longer terms cost more, so pick a term length that fits your budget. Tip number 3, consider convertibility and policy riders. For our third tip, let's talk about convertibility and policy riders in term life insurance. Now, first things first, convertibility. It's an option that lets you change your term life insurance policy into a different type, like whole life insurance, without a new health check. Now, this can be helpful if your health changes. Now, if you want to keep your insurance for a longer time, this allows you to do so without checking your medical history. Now, the second thing, policy riders. Those are extra features you can add to your insurance policy for more protection. And here are some examples. First one, waiver of premium rider. If you can't work because of an injury or sickness, this rider helps pay your insurance costs. Second option, accidental death rider. This rider gives extra money to your family if you pass away because of an accident. And third and final rider is child rider. This rider gives a small amount of coverage for your kids, which can help with expenses if something happens to them. So when choosing term life insurance, think about these options and decide if they're right for you and your family. Also remember, if with these extra features, it can help you provide added security and peace of mind. Tip number 4, consider instant approval, easy underwriting, and non-medical. So when shopping for term insurance, you may come across policies that offer a quicker and more convenient application process. So let's break these down for you. So here are the options. First one, instant approval. This basically allows you to apply online and receive a decision within minutes. And what does this mean? It means you can get covered faster without waiting for weeks, because sometimes some companies make you wait like 3 to 4 weeks. So with this, you can know immediately. Now the second thing is easy underwriting. It's a simpler underwriting process that requires, number one, less paperwork and fewer health questions. This can make it easier for you to qualify for coverage. And then third one is non-medical term life insurance policy. What does that mean is it doesn't require a medical exam. So you avoid the hassle of doing the blood and urine exam. So keep in mind that these options can save you time and hassle during the application process. Tip number 5. So work with an independent insurance agent. And by the way, this is our 5th and final tip, and it's all about working with an independent insurance agent like myself. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Now, an independent insurance agent is a professional who works with multiple insurance companies rather than just one. This can help you navigate the complex world of term life insurance and find the best policy for your needs. So it's a great and convenient way to do so. Now, let's discuss the benefits of working with an independent insurance agent. First things first, independent agents can offer you a wider range of policy options as they work with multiple insurance providers. So this means you have more choices and can compare different policies to find the best fit. So great benefit. Now, secondly, an independent insurance agent can guide you through the application process by helping you complete paperwork and ensuring you have all the necessary information for a smooth and successful application. So, once again, when looking for term life insurance, consider working with an independent insurance agent. It's going to be super helpful. They can save you time, effort, and potentially help you find a better deal on the perfect policy for your needs, for your family, and at the end of the day, help you accomplish what you want. And then last but not least, here's the bonus tip. I basically help you save some time by giving you 3 companies to start your search. So before we wrap up, here's the bonus tip. So I've identified 3 highly rated term life insurance policies, or companies, I mean, that you can start looking into. Number 1, SBLI. Number 2, Mutual of Omaha. And number 3, National Life Group. So let's briefly discuss why these companies stand out. First, SBLI, which stands for Savings Bank Life Insurance. That company is known for its competitive rates and strong financial rating, and they have excellent customer service. Now, they offer a variety of term life insurance options, making it easy to find a policy that meets your needs. Now, next up, Mutual of Omaha. Mutual of Omaha is a well-established company with a solid reputation. They offer a range of term life insurance products and have a history of strong financial performance. Now, their commitment to customer satisfaction is what makes them a great choice for many families. And then last but not least, like I said, National Life Group. They offer term life insurance with a focus and flexibility and innovation. And what they do is basically they provide customizable policy options and riders, allowing you to tailor your coverage to your specific needs, like we talked about today. So remember, these are just a few of the many great term life insurance companies out there. And basically, I provided them to help you save some time, and it's always a good idea to shop around and compare different providers to find the best fit for you and your family. And don't forget to consider working with an independent insurance agent, like I mentioned, to help guide you through the process. Now, in conclusion, so that wraps up our 5 must-know tips for finding the best policy for your needs. Now remember, to determine your needs, consider the length of the policy, consider convertibility and policy riders, and last but not least, consider instant approval, easy underwriting, non-medical, and work with an independent insurance agent. And don't forget the bonus tip I provided about the top 3 companies to start your search. Thanks for watching. We'll see each other in the next video. Good luck in your search for the perfect term life insurance policy. And let me know in the comments if this video helped and if you were able to find that. And remember, if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out and let me know in the comments.